branch. Okay. Here. What bird came right here, guys? The little bird, right? So why did the Hwangjurongi come in? To eat the little bird. And it was very fat, right? Very heavy and kind of like the front. There's one more. Can you see? Yeah, it's cool. What's it eating? Do you know what fruit that is? Right here. This is a light, right? Is a light natural or unnatural? Look around.
우리 물 밑에 모양이 어떤 식으로 돼 있는지를 우리가 알 수 있는 볼 수 있다는
Kind of like a superpower.
그래서 우리는 슈퍼파워가 있는 거예요.
Can you see the city right now?
얘들아, 마두유가 있대.
What kind of petite? Here. Okay, here, focus. So take one. And there you go. Really? Look at the power in the legs. Power, right? I see power. Power. Start.
얘도 댕글.
Ooh. You're like Picasso. That's very good.
Whoa!
In the field, and in the field, it doesn't mean in a field. It means outside. The next one's interesting. Let's say it together. Gliding. Gliding. What is gliding? It's where we're going. We're going to an estuary. Okay, next one. Mud flat. Okay, what is mud? Wow, very good. So what's a mud flat? What's that? That's right. That's for China and for Australia, hopefully, and for other countries, and we'll send them to different countries.
당연히 똑똑해 해야 돼.
밥은 항상 즐겁다.
Please protect our power. Be safe.
이게 주황 바가지잖아.
Hagyang, what are you doing?
다음 주에 한국의 전 세계에 있는 과학자들에게 새들의 소식지가 사라지고 있다는 것을 알리기 위한 포스터를 만들고 있어요.
I see. That's very nice. What's this bird?
넓적부리 도요새예요.
Why do you have a picture of
이
넓적부리?
새가 멸종 위기에 처해 있는데 이 새를 보호해야 한다는 것을 알리기 위해서 그렸어요.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Jason Loghry. I'm from South Texas. Right now, I'm a student at Texas A&M University at Kingsville. Uh, I have aims of getting into graduate program here, studying shorebird ecology. I worked with Mr. Min for several years as a teacher, and I really enjoyed it. Um, Well, I first went to Korea in 2004, and I went there after I graduated from university. And initially, I wanted to see what it was like to live in East Asia. Then I left Korea, went back to the United States, and after a few years, I decided I missed Korea so much I wanted to go back, and I did. I went back, taught for a while, and then I at a private school, and then I heard a lot of good things about public school teaching and the atmosphere. So I joined a public school in 2011, and then from then oh man, my life changed. I really enjoyed teaching at a public school. It was really fun. At the time I was working as a volunteer with a Korean local NGO, and they are conservation based. We wish that more students had time to be outside. But in Korea, a lot of students spend a lot of their time inside. We felt like, oh, I wonder if there was a way to give them an opportunity to get outside and look around and learn about the nature that's around them. And birds are a really great way of doing that. Whose idea? Was it your idea to start Birds Club? I think it was your idea, which is a great idea because I wouldn't have been able to initiate that first step, but you worked really hard. We also had a vice principal who was very interested in facilitating. What prompted the whole idea, I think, was, wow, the students are missing a part of education that's very important. And it's not just in Korea, it's everywhere. But because I was a teacher in Korea and I had this idea and the people around me were very supportive, it worked. And Birds Club was, I felt like, very successful. What we did was we sparked an interest in the students, and we gave them some specialized knowledge, and we helped them make the connections themselves of who they were and what those places that we visited and the places around us, what they were, a special knowledge and a connection they had. And I hope that, when they grow older, they will be, the decisions they make as they grow older and when they grow older, they'll share their interest and they'll share their knowledge about this experience they had. I was interested in birds. I thought birds were a good way to refocus my mind and relax by going outside and looking at birds. Then I met some people who were doing some research and doing some monitoring, and they asked me to join them. It was an area called Saemangam, and when I went there, it was unbelievable. I've never seen that many birds at one place at one time. It was just mind-blowing. The person I was with looked at me when we were out there counting birds and said, hey, next year, this is not going to be here. I took it serious, but I didn't realize until a year later when we went back what that really meant. He was right. I mean, it was devastated. The place was completely changed, and it was heartbreaking because I knew that would have an impact on a lot of species and people as well. A lot of fisher people in the area suffered because of that, and I think that was a big turning point for me in my life, deciding in my life helping, not only watching and understanding different species and contributing to science. I've decided, I want to help. I want to be a part of a big conservation effort somehow. The first interest, I think it was curiosity. I didn't know what it was. I heard a bird one morning outside, and I had no idea what it was. Something inside was driving me to find out what it was, and that kind of triggered like a change in going out and exploring and figuring out what they were. But part of my life was growing up in a town here in South Texas that there were signs. I lived on Ibis Street. I lived on a bird. My whole neighborhood was named after birds. We have lots of migratory birds, including one of America's, a success story for an endangered species, the whooping crane. Yeah, sure. I'd like to let them know that I miss them first. Number one, I miss them a lot. Being in the classroom with them, and also doing the activities that we did, the bird club stuff. Oh man, those are some of the greatest memories I have, and that I will be back. Korea is it's a part of my life still. I love this country, and if I come back, it would be great. If we all had a reunion, a bird club reunion.